Hello and welcome to the second map of the all task tutorial. This is going to be the tutorial for Mira. I will put a caveat out for this one. This is probably my worst run compared to what the potential is for this map. Specifically with using the touchscreen instead of a mouse. So you can take some things I say with a grain of salt if you think something's better. And again, throughout the series, if you know a way to do something faster, tell me. I'll learn, and then I'll even remake that part of the tutorial. This video we're just gonna do the setup. The first thing I want to talk about is the version up here. We got 4.14. Honestly, with Mira, just do anything before 6.30, 2021.6.30. That's when they added the clean vent task, which is obviously going to be slower because this is an extra task. So anything early. You could use the 10.8 that skill is used. I like using 4.14 because it's a newer version of the game that has a higher FPS. So it just feels smoother and I feel like I make less mistakes when I use it. So I do use this newer version for that reason, but if you want to use the really old version, you can. And you'll find out later when we do 3 maps that 10.8 is the best, so you will have to do the old version for the 3 maps when you're on Mira, but I'm going to just use 4.14. I'm going to go into free play and actually hit Mira. And I am excited. I always get excited to say that this is the biggest contribution I made to all task speedrunning. Before we used to come down here and we would start by doing the tasks down here first, and then we go up, and then at the very end of the run we'd come back and do these 2 tasks that are up here. However, I realized that if we actually set ourselves, because look how far close we can get to this task. We can stand all the way up here. So that's that's really good. So I always stand up here. So I added this, and I found that this actually saves 4 seconds on that route because we can actually end all the way up in greenhouse. And you'll see that later. I'll try and mention it throughout the tutorial, the different times where this new route saves time. And it's not new anymore. I mean, I've been using this route since midsummer 2021. So before I even had a run submitted, I had come up with this route. So I stand right about here. I like the stands in a way that I will come up right next to the vending machine. In fact, that's something you could do if you wanted, is to come up here, stand next to it, and then just come down. You're going to see that you can't quite get to that tile, the line between the tiles there, so this is about the best spot. Wires is going to be in hallway. We have hallway wires. You want storage wires. There we go. Storage wires is the first in like the order of wires. And it gives you a 5 out of 6 chance of being successful. So it's definitely the best one. And you run right by it. So then we're going to go in order. There are diverts on this. So just like with Skeld, you want to make sure you know the order that you're doing the diverts in. So I just again go from left to right, top to bottom. So the first divert is there in admin. Balcony does not have one. There's cafeteria. So make sure to grab that. Communications has a divert. Greenhouse has a divert. We already did hallway, so you can skip that. Laboratory has a divert. Launchpad has a divert. Again, if you see other tasks that don't have diverts, but there are selected tasks, you can leave them. So the medbay has a divert. Office has a divert. Reactor does not have a divert because that's where the diverts are, and then storage does not have a divert. And also remember, if you get a divert, so I'll go to the last one, office. If you came into office and divert's already selected, make sure you deselect and reselect it. So that way the tasks are in order, and we'll get to that later. Other than that, there's not really much else to do for setup, so at this point, you're just going to start your run.